And we're here with Andrew Ranger. Andrew, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
How's it going? It's been a few months since we've had you on, and now that you're back racing, how's it going?
Really good. It's been a pretty cool winter. I do a lot of snowmobile last winter, so it's been a lot of fun. But to be back on the NASCAR side, it's much better. Feel great, and with two races we did in the NASCAR Canada, it's a lot of fun just to be back behind the wheel.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch you back too. I'm curious, and just from your perspective, what are some of the differences from the direction of past series that you notice from the direction of the newly branded NASCAR Canada series?
But really, I think we need to the series need to improve a little bit. What we did in the past, it was really good with NASCAR Canadian Tire, NASCAR Pinties, and now NASCAR Canada. I think to have Alan Labrosse, the big boss of NASCAR Canada, it's huge. It's really good. Alan, he raced in the past. He know what to do, the rules and everything. So I think it's very positive for the series, very good for the series, for the sponsor in the same time to have a big guy like that. So no, I think it's just great.
Yeah, that's good to hear it because you've seen a couple of different versions of the series for sure. So
Yeah.
definitely hearing that from you, that's good. So for in 2023 for the 2017, what was the missing piece to the puzzle that caused your 2023 to be winless?
Actually, I don't know. As I'll be honest with you, I think we have all the puzzle together there with WMI. The money was there, the sponsorship was there, the crew who seems to have some bad luck. And race after race, something happened. The good thing there, before we broke, we were in the top three, top four all the time, but unfortunately, we could finish. So it was really hard mentally. Because everybody know that I'm able to be good behind the wheel and win some race or finish on a podium. And
Hmm.
so I don't know. It's those kind of season that you try everything and nothing works, and it's what happened last year.
So being here in the States, my knowledge of the Penny series, now the NASCAR Canada series, it grows every year. And I think something maybe the fans maybe not have understood, because obviously you and Marc Antoine have the same livery, same sponsor, but you don't drive for the same teams, which was actually surprising to me. You
Yeah.
drive for, as you said, WMI, whereas Marc Antoine, they have their own team. Can you kind of tell the fans how closely together your two teams work? Like, how close of a partnership is it? Because it seems to be more than just having a sponsor of the same.
Well, I'll be honest with you that with all the bad luck we have last year, we decided to change team. I'm with a brand new owner. It's Matthew Kingsbury that race in the NASCAR Pinty Series 2. He's partnership with Sylvain Lacroix, the dad of Kevin Lacroix. So we are based in Saint Eustache, close to Montreal, and it's for the first time in my whole career that it's close to my home. I can go to the shop every week if I want. So this is really really good. And when it's time to test, it's much easy for us because we have few track that we are an hour or 20 minutes away to the shop. So this is awesome. What is the difference between me and the 96 camera? It's we have the same sponsor. It's Jean-Claude Payet, the number one dealer, a GM dealer in Canada. The guy, Jean-Claude, he's a fanatic of NASCAR. He loves NASCAR. He put a ton of money, energy in those programs. But really, it's we are two good drivers, but really different team. The 96 prepares his own stuff at his shop at Saint Leonard Aston, that it's close to Trois-Rivières, and us, we are close in Montreal. Uh, you know what? It's we have the same sponsor, but we are not sharing some stuff, so it's very different there. But overall, I think we work really good together. We're proud to have our big sponsor behind us, and we have the good fans behind us too. So both sides, we are trying really hard. So but it's really a different team, different. Everything is different. Yeah.
Yeah, and to expand on that real quick. So yeah, so Kevin Lacroix, he had merged his team with Matthew Kingsbury. And so like Matthew's teams, they've done okay. And of course, Kevin's teams have done great over the last few years. And so this
Yeah.
combination of knowledge, and they brought, yourself, is all the crew, did some of them come from WMI, or was it like
No.
all new, or is all just
Yeah, everything. I'll be honest with you, everything it's brand new. Matthew
Wow.
raced in the late model series here in Quebec, and he bring some guys with him. I bring some guys with me, but all from Quebec. Only one guy is from Ontario. It's my Joe, my spotter. Big Joe he's behind me for a long time. He spot for me. So overall, that team it's brand new. Matthew put a lot of energy to and some money. He owned the big truck, big trailer, everything, pit box, and so to do a big partnership with Sylvain Lacroix was pretty huge for him. So everything is brand new, and we are proud to do well right now. So it's awesome.
Thank you so much for that, Jordan.
Nice. So for the last couple of weeks, let's recap some people here. Walk us through your weekend at Chaudière.
Oh, Chaudière, it's not really close, but not really far to my home. It's 2 hours, but I will call my home track. It's a track that I really like. It's a nice banking short track. Their fans are there. It's a good show. The fans really like the show there, and it's almost sold out every year. This year it was sold out, and it's a track that I like to run on the 2 wide or 3 wide sometimes, but I like to use the high line, and I really feel comfortable there. And we test, I think, the week or 2 weeks before the race there in Chaudière, and we did really good time, and I was really happy with the car because on the long run I was able to be like very doing like same time. So I was ready for that race, and 300 lap though, everything can happen. It was the Bud Light 300, so I was trying to we didn't qualify like we want. We qualified 9, I think. And the first 150, we are like not stucking, but I was behind the guys trying to pass there. It's really, really tough, but I was keep calm in the car. And I think the last 10 laps on the 150, it's there where I saw that I have a really good car because we were, I think, second there and fighting with the Marc-Antoine for the third and second place. So the last 150, again, we lead some laps. I was P2, P3, trying to save my stuff to the end, the brake, the tire. And you know what? I know it's hard there. It's physically hard. It's mentally hard. With the car, it's really hard to on the car. And when with 50 to go, 40, 30, I saw that I was catching the guys, and I'm like, oh, maybe I have a shot there. So it's what happened. I was able to pass the 96 with 8 laps to go, the 74. So to give us our first win of the season, first win for Matthew Kingsbury with Sylvain Lacroix, my new crew chief too, Etienne Clich. Everybody there that work at the shop, they are amazing. Seriously, it's a great team. So to give them their first win, and for myself too, I was so happy. A lot of pressure with the season that we have last year to win in the Chaudière. It was pretty big for us.
Yeah, that was a blast to watch, especially when we're all the way from Ontario here. And Damon here's from down in New York State, and we get to see all that fun from over here at Chaudière. Yeah, one of my highlights. Yeah, you were able to climb through the front before the mid-race break. You had some body damage there, and I noticed, and you started the second half up front as well. Yeah, you climbed all the way through the top 3 toward the end, and with Lacroix right on your rear. That must have been a highlight.
This is funny because we have a pretty good race, me and the 74 Lacroix, and again happened in the Chaudière. So I was lucky to have him for a partner right now. So he didn't bump me too hard at the end, just a little bump, but at the end to finish like first and second, it's really big for the team, really huge for us. So good for the point too.
How does it feel having that monkey off your back?
Oh, really good.
I bet.
Really good
Yeah.
because yeah, you know what? I have right now 32 wins in the series, 3 championship, and I think I'm able to do really well in the series, and I still like love racing. But to not win in last year, it was really hard. It did happen a lot in my whole career, so to finally win the race there in Chaudière in front of my family, friends, sponsor, both our pressure came down a little bit, and I was really really happy about it.
Yeah, that was so, and for the fans too, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So Newfoundland is coming up in a couple of weeks. What's the next couple of weeks looking like for you in the 2017?
Oh, you know what? It's a lot of work. You know, we never finish. We never stop. The guys are working really hard in the car, and because we are going not just for Newfoundland, and we are prepared to holler too for the next weekend too, and Antigonish, Nova Scotia. So
Hmm.
it's a 3 race road trip, and we need to bring some spare cars, spare parts, spare engine, everything. So it's a lot of work for the guys, but we are ready. We proved that we can win and be there, you know, fighting for the top three and again for the wins. So we just hope to do well there in Newfoundland and have a nice Easter.
Yeah, I hope so. Look forward to watching that on the Flow or TSN. With Newfoundland and Riverside coming up, and then we have the dirt at Big O, and then we're out west
Yep.
for some more ovals. What's on slate for you and the team to prepare for the ovals coming up?
But with the car that we have in Chaudière, I think we have a strong car.
Hmm.
Uh, the goal there is to do well, the best we can, and in the same time, it's a brand new team. So me and Etienne, he's Marcucci for me in the 74. So we just need to learn a little bit more. And a track like Newfoundland, it's something like a little bit more normal. But
Hmm.
when we go to Antigonish, it's a nice track with nice banking. So I really hope to do well there. I really like that kind of track, like Chaudière and Antigonish. So I won there in the past too. So I really want to do well. But Newfoundland, you know, it's a nice track too. So just try to survive and be there at the end, so we can have good point for the next round.
Hmm. What are your thoughts on the absence of a street slash road course, especially at this point in the season, early in the season, and then as we get to the midpoint in the season?
But the road courses are very important. You know, I really like oval. It's there where I do well. But road course there, I think road course they're more Grand Prix, big events. You know, and this is what we need to. We need to have a little bit more maybe. Example, when we race in CTMP, I never seen like fans like that. You know, it was
Yeah, it was packed.
amazing to see. I don't know, maybe 25,000 people there every day. So to see that is what was just unbelievable. So imagine if we have more race like that. I think it's good for a sponsor, good for the track, good for everybody. So a track like Toronto, where we're not going this year, it's not really good. I think we should be there again this year. So maybe next year we'll be back in the calendar. So, but overall, I think Grand Prix are very important, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, that the absence of Toronto, I feel that's really felt, and we're still going there in a few weeks, and then we'll be seeing you in a few weeks as well, about a month's time at the Big O for the
Oh,
return to dirt.
yeah, but you know what? The dirt, it's very different.
Hmm.
Uh, it's a lot of work too, because some guys are preparing another oval track, but it's just that I think it's good for the fans. It's good for us. You know, it makes something different. But I know it's a lot of work for everybody, because to clean everything, it's hard on the guys. So, but me, I'm a dirt guy, so I really like. Normally, I race. My dad raced 27 years in modified dirt modified, so I did some race too, so it's not a problem with me. I really like dirt, so it's another challenge for everybody there.
Right. What curious, and I think Damon had this question too. What is one of the reasons why you run the 27?
27 because my dad run the 27
Yeah,
in the modified series big block. So and to a famous name here in Quebec, it's Jacques Villeneuve, Gilles Villeneuve. So those number, the 27 number is very very
of
big
course.
here.
Yeah.
And my dad raced with the 27, so that's why I have the 27 forever.
That's yeah, right. And iconic. Thinking about all the liveries you've had all the way back
Yeah.
to the Tide there. Um,
So you're one of your countrymen, Alex LeBay, has
Yeah.
been driving in the Xfinity series quite often, and you made quite a number of starts in the Nationwide and Xfinity series over the
Yeah.
years. And I have seen Jean-Claude at Watkins Glen. I saw him last year during the NASCAR weekends. Has there been any talk of maybe with all these road courses that have been on the series schedule these last few years, maybe trying to still get something together, maybe for one last run at a
But
race?
I'll be honest that I'm sure if the Infinity Series come here in Montreal, GC will be more than happy to be part of that. The only problem sometimes I have it's when I know what I can do, and I'm not the kind of guy that I say, oh, I can win the race. I think I can do really well. But when they come and ask me $150,000 US to do the race there, I'm like, you don't talking about the right guy. So this is the problem. I think we can go there with less of money and we can prove what we can do. But I'll be more than happy to have a ride there and to jump in that car and to finish pretty well, I think.
As we've been asking a lot of people this, with the Trans Am series returning to CTMP for the first time in probably about a decade for the Labor Day weekend,
Yeah.
there's been a few drivers who have crossed over and ran in like the TA2 series previously, like LP Dumoulin and that. Any
Yeah.
interest in maybe getting into one of those cars during that
Uh,
weekend, or is it going to be full focused on the NASCAR Canada series?
I think that I'll be really honest with that. I think if we have a good shot in the championship, with the NASCAR Canada, I think I probably focus with our program because to do both, it's a lot, because CTMP, it's a 51 race, so it's 2 hours and it's pretty physically tough, So, but
yeah.
if we saw that we are a little bit far, we're not really good in the championship, maybe it's something that maybe I will like to try, and we never know. But definitely, if I have a call and say, "Look, you have a seat," maybe I will jump on it.
So here's the big question that here at the WAMs we've been kind of thinking about for the last few months. What's it going to take for you and the team to get your fourth championship for 2024?
Um, you know what? I think what we need and it's looking really good this year. Seriously, it's the team that we have here based in Montreal and Saint Eustache, Matthew Kingsbury, and a partnership with Sylvain Lacroix and GC Payet. I think we have everything on the table. It's professional, it's clean. We have a good crew chief. It's English. I have a good partner, Kevin Lacroix. So all the little parts there, it's looking really really good. And I think we need to finish races or race. We need to be there in the top 3, top 5, have some point, and we never know. Everything can happen. But I think this year it's a lot of fun. It's positive, and I enjoy it where I am right now.
Yeah, it's just the first two rounds has been exciting to watch, and we're so excited and looking forward to watching the rest of the season, what you can do here. Who would you like to thank?
I need to thank all the fans. It's because of you we are there. Our sponsor, GM Payet. That guy is Jean-Claude. He's a friend. He's a good sponsor. He loves racing. I need to thank all of my guys. At the shop. They worked so hard to prepare the 27 and the 74 car every weekend. So I think everybody, my family, you know what? It's they are there weekend after weekend. I've been traveling a lot for our race for my home business too. So overall, I think you guys, you make a pretty good show, and at the end of that, it's good for everybody. So
I
thank you very
appreciate
much
that, man.
to have us.
It means a lot coming for you and hearing that. Hey, you know what? We're like I said just a few months ago, we're looking forward to seeing you at the Big O in a few weeks, and all the best of luck to you at Newfoundland and the
Thank you very
ovals
much.
you got
Thank you.
coming up.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.